really touched and in which a host of people, are not happy about is the budget. And how the battle has been going back and forth on who has the power of the purse, and the executive presents a budget, the House of Assembly turns it around, and when it goes back they say they can't recognize it. In fact, we can't even implement it, and then we've seen the controversy that has showed it. Now there was the supplementary budget. Even this time around, the little ceremony that usually accompanies the signing of the budget by the president was done in secret, and nobody really saw what happened. No, what exactly do you make of it?
You see, this budget issue and the inability to come to agreement with regards to the budget, the appropriation, is really a mystery. It's a mystery in the sense that you see, the essence of election, the essence of political parties during election is to make sure that as much as possible they want to take power at all levels of government, and they want to be able to dominate when it comes to having taken power. They want to make sure that they have enough members at the National Assembly. If it is at the state level, they want to make sure that they have enough members at the state level, and so on. And what is the reason for that? Essentially because they want to have a harmonious working relationship with the executive. And the only way that can be guaranteed in their thinking is that if we have more of our members in the National Assembly or in the state houses of assembly and so on, then you're going to have a much smoother passage when it comes to resolutions, when it comes to passage of bills that are important to the executive. And now you know that almost 2/3 of the members of the National Assembly are members of the dominant political party, the People's Democratic Party. And on that basis alone, you understand, you would expect that when it comes to very important national issues like the issue of appropriation and so on, that the president or the executive will have a very smooth ride. Now, why is it not happening? You would expect a situation where before important bills are brought to the House, that the president would have summoned the leadership of the party or the leadership of the National Assembly. They are members of his political party. Have a discussion with them, impress upon them the importance of passing this bill, and then they'll just go back to the House, talk to their colleagues, and get this thing passed. Now, the fact that they have not been able to do it is clearly an anomaly, that is taking place within the system, in this country. You'll find out, for instance, in the Congress in the United States, the president of the United States tends to have a much easier ride when the leadership of the House, is from his own political party, and then tends to have it rough when it comes to maybe the other party that is the other chamber that is being dominated by the opposition. But in Nigeria, it is completely a different thing, and that has to do again with the ethos of political partyism in Nigeria. That has to do with the lack of philosophy, with the lack of belief, with the lack of ideology of the political parties in this country.
So for you, all of this boils down to politics. I mean, to party politics. Yeah. There's something awfully wrong.
Yeah, it boils down to politics. It boils down to also incompetence. It boils down to selfishness and as against selflessness. It boils down to lack of commitment. It boils down to lack of understanding of the urgency, to get certain things done within the system. And because you would expect that, a budget is so important in the life of a country, and that political office holders would understand, because the stakes are certainly higher, especially in a country where poverty, assails the land, and then you have security issues and the rest. So a budget should be of primary importance to, those people who are in a position to bring the budget to being and to get it passed. But in this country, you ask yourself exactly what is going on, that they are not able to do this. And again, they